Hello everyone, I'm super thrilled today. I have the one and only Miss Preeti Jhangiani with me. She is an actress. She's the owner of Swen Entertainment and also the president of the Arms Wrestling Federation. I'm super thrilled to have her with me on our episode and welcome Preeti to this episode. And thank you for taking out
Thank
some
you,
time to
Siddharth.
do
Thank
this
you.
candid chat with me. To begin with, I want to know a little bit on your early life. How did you get into the entertainment space? Was it always your dream, or was there any other career path, you wanted to pursue, and this was an accidental change, or how did this happen? So, over to you.
So, being in films was as accidental as it gets. I am actually born and brought up in Mumbai. My parents have also been in Mumbai most of their lives. So I knew no other life. I actually had not seen anything much beyond Cuff Parade. That's where I
Okay.
lived. In town, I went to school back, and that was all I knew.
Right.
Films was as far as it gets. I had not thought about films at all. I was quite academically inclined. I wanted to study, and I was good at art, so I wanted to do like something computer graphics, and I was training in that, things like that. Modeling happened because some people were distributing pamphlets in school. They wanted in college, they wanted a fresh face for an ad, and me and my group of girlfriends wanted to bunk school, so we bunked school and went to audition for the ad.
Okay.
I got that ad. It was an ad for Colgate gel, and
Wow.
I didn't even have a portfolio. There was a time where you needed to click your pictures and your
Yeah.
portfolio and go to agencies. So some pictures from the ad got distributed around, and I just started getting calls for modeling from that. And I was just doing it for pocket money because, see, my parents were always very progressive. They always said, yeah, if it's a new experience, go ahead, try it out. So there
Right.
was never any stopping from home or any sort of a prejudice against modeling or anything. So even when the music video happened, the Chui Mui Si Tum Lagte Ho, it was, you know,
Right.
I went straight from college because they were looking for a fresh face, and I went. There was no audition, nothing. But I remember in the room there was Saroj Khan sitting, there was Kunal Kohli, there was Manish Malhotra, and there was Rajat Barjatya sitting
Okay.
in that room. And the only person actually we actually knew was, I think, Saroj Khan out of everybody. And I don't know, when that music video just happened, and my dad would travel with me everywhere. In fact, my dad played my dad in the
Oh,
music video.
oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. So if you watch that series of stories that we eventually shot,
Okay.
my dad uh, played my dad in the video.
Okay.
And then after that, just got a call from Yash Raj Films. I didn't obviously realize the enormity of it because we were not in the field,
Right.
and that's how Mohabbatein happened. I did a few. Actually, I have done a couple of South films before that because
Okay.
they were the people who reached my home first.
Okay. Wow.
So
So, I think every girl dreams to have share some screen space or some time with the King Khan. What was your experience, in Mohabbatein when you were alongside him? What was your experience to share the screen space with him? A little bit on that?
when uh, Shah Rukh Khan is on the set, he doesn't make you feel like he's a megastar
Okay.
because he's so easy to get along with. He's so affable. He's very friendly, and he makes you feel very comfortable. And I think that is like a really huge quality of his.
Yeah.
Even there were a lot of times when he actually did tell me there was a scene that I wasn't getting right, a song, and we had to retake that many times. And then he finally came to me and said, "Listen, if you're not actually going to sing the song, the camera can catch everything. The
Yeah.
camera catches all lies. So if you're not actually going to feel it, if you're not actually going to sing the song, it's never going to look like you're actually singing it or feeling it." And
Right.
even when he gives you that advice, it's very you don't feel like he's preaching to you or he's trying to teach you something.
Right.
To relate, you're able to relate to him and speak with him very easily. And of course, he impresses you with his intelligence and his ability to talk on any kind of topic at all. to debate on any kind of topic. And plus, he's, even when we used to play games in between sets, he's very competitive and never wants to lose. And that also in itself is very attractive.
Yeah.
So he's actually a very attractive person.
Also, I want to know, your journey from the Mohabbatein girl, to the Dhakar girl that you started, you became the president of the National Arm Wrestling Federation. What was that journey like? Tell me a little bit insights on that as well.
I like how you're calling me the Dhakar, Dhakar girl. So I didn't actually start arm wrestling myself. So,
No, but it's a
uh,
it's a it's an
uh,
interesting field that you've chosen, so that is something.
yeah. Again, it's not. It's a field again that I would say chose me.
Okay.
Um, Again, it's like never say. I have, yes, played sport in my school, and I was a great. I mean, I'm an avid watcher of tennis, and I love
Okay.
cricket, of course, like everybody in our country.
Okay.
I've watched all of that, but you can't say that. Oh, I never thought I'll get into something like the promotion of sport.
Okay.
When we started Swen Entertainment as a natural progression as actors, Parveen and I, because it's an all-round entertainment company, and it does. We own a lot of websites such
Okay.
as the Sports India Show and the MMA India Show, which actually was the first sport website that we started, which became hugely popular in the MMA world. But when we wanted to get into the promotion of a sport and decided, we felt that Panja is that sport which has been overlooked. And
Right.
it's also a sport by which us coming in would make a difference. See, every other sport has so many people already in it
Right.
and has a lot of support already. This was one sport that did not have a platform, did not have support,
True.
that we felt it deserved because it's an amazingly interesting sport. It lends itself beautifully, um, as I think everybody has seen, to broadcast because on Sony Sports in the first season itself, it's 32 million unique viewers, which is
Wow.
huge for any league's first
Right.
season.
Wow.
So I guess our belief was correct, and we did manage to prove that this is a sport that has been overlooked, and people are huge. It has the ability to become huge in India because it is intrinsically an Indian sport.
Right.
Every Indian person has played it, and it's addictive and wants to play it. Plus, the financial entry point of the sport is very low, so anybody can go ahead and play it.
Okay.
So I think the journey was it was very thought out once we decided that Punjab was the sport we wanted to get into as the promotion of a sport. After that, there was a lot of research. After that, I can't say we left much to luck and chance. After
Right.
that, there was a lot of hard work, a lot of research into how leagues are actually done. What is the mistakes that other leagues have made? What are the plus points of other leagues? How have other sports grown? Lot of research, a lot of learnings. We also didn't come to broadcast directly
Okay.
like some other sports. We decided to see how the audience consumes it. We did a lot of events before that, huge amount of events all over India before that to see what is it that audiences like, what works, what doesn't work.
Right.
So lot of effort and a lot of work gone into it before we actually came to broadcast.
Okay. And what is the kind of expansion plans if we see 5 years down the line? Where do I see Swen Entertainment? What is your vision forward with it?
So Swen Entertainment, yes, it's our holding company, and under that we have uh, Panja Sports,
Okay.
which looks after the entire sports side of the company. And of course, Swen Entertainment, yes, we already have produced a film and plan to produce many more.
Okay.
After this, there's also not just plans, but a lot of forward movement on a web show, on a film. And on the sports side, of course, Pro Panjali right now is taking up most of our time because we are in the process of planning season two. We are also in the process of planning a couple of events out of the country. In the country, we've just finished a huge event in Dehradun as we speak, just a couple of days back. We have an event planned in Mumbai with the Shedu Classic Expo, which is a huge fitness expo. After that, we have an event planned in Mizoram. and then again probably in Dehradun. So a lot of and this is, I'm just talking about the recent past, events in the recent past, because this, if you go back before that, like I said, it's almost every month and in almost every state of the country that we do events every month. So we plan to not just have the league once a year, but to do a series of events throughout the year, so that it helps in both promoting the sport from the grassroots level, as well as like a bottom up and a top bottom approach as well. See, it's different for, because I'm also the president of the National Federation,
Right.
the People's Arm Wrestling Federation
Right.
of India. So it's also my responsibility to grow the sport from the
Right.
grassroots level,
Right.
and to travel and to try and promote it in every state. That is, we have 20 states under us
Oh,
currently,
wow. Okay.
and I've tried my level best to be there at every state to promote, even when they have their state championships or any other championship, and to encourage others to do more events. It's great now because the sport is seeing more sponsorship. It's seeing so much more interest from corporates. It's seeing every athlete now is
Yeah.
able sole earning. Right now, before we joined, they all have jobs. They all had jobs, and they all always had to supplement their income with a job, which is not ideal for a sports person. As you know, the ideal situation would be when he could actually make a living out of just arm wrestling,
Right.
and that is the point we hope to achieve
But you know
for
what?
our
I'm
arm wrestling.
I'm really happy, Preeti, because you all have taken a sport which is not much talked about, which is truly inspiring, taking something totally different and taking your bet on it. So I think that is kudos to you and the entire team who's behind this. And it's something very inspiring as a person. Because even when I was young, I was a sports person. I used to play cricket, football, but never thought of the sport which you got into. It could become so big as well. So kudos to you for that. Also, I want
Yeah,
to
it was
know,
a risk. Yes.
yeah, it is a big risk, of course, but you were there enough to take it, and you're now you're doing phenomenally in it. So it's really inspiring, honestly. As personally, I'm really inspired. I
Thank
want
you. Thank you. Thank you.
I also want to know, if today, health and fitness has become such a big thing, in India, it's very important to stay healthy, and so if you have to give a message, to the youth of today, what kind of lifestyle they should live, or why health and a certain sort of being more physically active is so important in today's time, what would that message from you would be to them?
I have two boys, and I understand that our lifestyle in general has not been that you wake up and you step out of the house, but that's what it should be, and that's what we try to teach our boys as well. You wake up, the first thing you don't do is sit in front of the TV, and which is what, it's very easy to do that. And I think the first thing one should do or needs to do, and it's very difficult to do in Bombay, is step out of the house. There's no park to go to, or
Yeah.
no, there aren't that many parks or that many cycling tracks or that many jogging tracks that you can go to, and but there is no excuse.
Right.
um, yeah, the bottom line is there needs to be no excuse, and exercise doesn't have to be intense or very tiring or something that you don't look forward to. It can be any kind of activity. It can be a walk, it can be just stretching, it can be even putting on your TV. And for beginners, there's so much stuff on YouTube that you can just put
Right.
on and just get ahead and do it. But the idea is movement,
Right.
especially for people on desk jobs and everything. So I think I would just like to tell the youth that to take up a sport. Sport is the best thing for any young person to be active. You
Right.
enjoy it. It teaches you teamwork. It teaches you so many things, and it helps you bond with your friends, with your peers. So I think the main thing for any young person, I would say, is to take up a sport, which actually takes care of everything. Then you don't need to worry about fitness and health and anything.
Yeah. What you said is completely
And
true
eat what you
because,
like. I think
yeah.
fad diets are something I don't believe in it. Or I can't diet ever, so I don't know how to preach that to anybody. I eat what I like,
Yeah.
but I eat in moderation.
Yeah, I think that is very important. You just have a little bit balance of yourself, be more conscious and mindful whatever you do. Automatically, even I believe that, you can live a healthy lifestyle. So, what the words which you just said, is something which I also actually practice, because when I had type 2 diabetes and I reversed them, so,
Wow.
it was totally a willpower. And, I used to have my tracker on, used to do 20,000 steps, did intermittent fasting. I did a lot of things, just controlling myself, and, managed to eventually reverse my diabetes in 8 months. So, I know, the kind of process and the thing which, was behind my journey. So what you said is also absolutely correct. Everything in moderation is good. Okay, so
That's
Preeti,
amazing. Congratulations on that. I think that is truly inspiring.
thank you. So Preeti, now I want to do something fun. The fun segment is going to be the rapid fire round. So to know you
Okay.
more personally and your likes. To begin with, I want to know what is your favorite genre of music?
I listen to everything.
Okay.
I'm quite yeah. I don't have an eclectic taste in music, uh, but I do love soulful songs, soulful music, Sufi music. I love, yes.
Yeah, because they say, music is the biggest stress buster. So,
Yes, it is.
just hearing music, or, some sort of nature sounds or anything, anywhere you are, it just soothes your soul. So, that's what I also believe
It
in.
does. It does. I love music, and there was a time on flights I was like just downloading songs and listening to music rather than watching a Netflix show.
Okay.
So yeah, for sure, it is the best stress buster.
Okay, one holiday, your favorite holiday destination, which you can go 7 days a week without thinking twice, and just pick up your bag and just go. What would that be?
Thailand.
Okay. Um, what is your favorite cuisine? Like what is the something which you really like? You can binge on it all the time, So, what would that?
Seafood. Seafood. I love seafood.
Okay. What is your go-to motto? There's one motto which you truly believe in, and you stand by it.
Live and let live,
Okay.
for sure. In our country, in today's day, today's with people's patience running low all the time, and
Yeah.
fights and egos, I would say live and let live. And go for your dreams is another one. And
Right.
that's more for the youth because,
Yeah.
definitely you have to make an effort, step forward, and go for your dreams because nobody's going to do that for you.
Right. Okay. And what is that one thing you don't leave your house without?
My handbag, which has a lot of stuff in it.
Okay. According to
The
you,
one thing, one small thing, phone, mobile, I guess.
okay. According to you, the main difference between the millennials and Gen Zs of today.
I wouldn't know. Since I don't come in either category, I can't say. But millennials and Gen Zs, I don't know. I don't know. Can't say.
Okay, what I
Tough.
think it would be a little bit of patience. I think we were
You think
back.
millennials have little more patience than the
I
than
think
Gen
so
Z?
because I remember my
Gen-
time at the back, and I see my kids as well. It's the patience level is a little bit different. What we used to, we were very,
yeah, true.
yeah,
Correct. You have to wait. Yes, you're right. Actually, Siddhant, waiting for stuff is not something they're used to, or they have.
yeah,
But they
yeah,
better get used
because
to it because it's just going to be handed to them at home,
yeah, exactly.
not
Because it's for them, it's
not in the
very
real.
quick life and very fast paced. They want everything really fast. So, it's I think at that time, and in terms of we were taught to be more patient. Wait for a while. You enjoy everything comes if you have patience. So we taught that way. So I thought that is one
Times
differentiation.
have changed, and I have seen, they see instant results for everything. So I mean, let's see what they do. I mean, the
Yeah,
job profiles have changed, jobs have
yeah.
changed. So I don't know. Maybe they do something that we didn't expect. So let's wait and watch. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt.
Okay. And my last question to you would be technology in terms of social media, you think it's a blessing or a curse?
Blessing more than a curse.
Okay.
Um, it's great. I mean, you can connect with cores of people. You can let their thoughts and ideas step out, be out there. You can voice your opinions. You can earn money. So it is a great blessing. Curse, if you in terms of, yes, it's taken away our peace of mind. We can't enjoy a quiet meal without thinking that, oh, I didn't capture it, or I didn't show it to the world. So yeah, that yes, is for me a major minus point. And for me, it's quite a pressure. Maybe for Gen Z and for for millennials, it comes easy, and it's natural for them to always be out there and put it out there. But for me, I'd like to rather enjoy the moment
Yeah.
rather than always be under pressure of having to put it out there.
Right. So even what you said also correct. I'm a little old school myself. So, I prefer, playing the board games and, enjoying the a little bit old school, because every time now the kids are always with their mobile phones. And, I think
Take it away.
yeah, the time management, I think, has become different. So yeah. So
Yeah.
that's my last question to you, Preeti. It was such a privilege and an honor to have this chat with you. Thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you, Siddharth. It
It
was
really
fun.
will be really inspiring for a lot of people also, who's going to be viewing this. So thanks once again for this, and wishing you all the very best for all your future endeavors. And hope to see you whenever I'm in Bombay. We'll definitely look forward to connecting with you then.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Siddharth.
Thank you. Bye bye.
See you soon. See you in Mumbai soon.
Yeah.